so... Okay. Let me type in here real quick. And what's that? Okay. So both things are online. Will that refresh it? I'll just leave it. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully it's working. Okay. Scroll here. Alright. Hopefully this is working. Why is it doing it from top to bottom, though? I wanted it the other way. I really want this to work. I want this to work, so... Let's see. Let's do that. I guess I just have to redo it. So we'll use that one, and I'll turn that one off. This should be working now. Okay. All right. I'll get to that afterward, I guess. Let's just start doing this. I'll do summon stuff when more people are here. let's just do this. This thing is yelling at me, apparently. Alright. It's working. Hi. Hi. Yay, I fixed the chat so you guys can see both of the YouTube and Twitch chat. So, yeah, thank you so much for responding, because that actually helps me quite a bit. Welcome to the stream. I just got started, so there's not too many people here yet. But I have people on Twitch and on YouTube, so. You guys should all be able to read each other's comments now that I fixed the chat thing. There is something I had to do here. I don't want to use my resources because I know there was something I wanted to do. Maybe it was this dispatch thing. The dispatch thing. Well, I just want to claim this right now. I want to upgrade the dispatch. That one's the important one. Let's set this up. What's that? That one's really good. Alright, let's do this one over here. Do all the 5-star ones first. There's this furniture. Alright, I definitely want to get this piece of furniture. Where is she? Over here? Yep. Yep. Let me deploy someone else. Put him in. And let's see if she comes up. Or what the deal is with this. Yeah, if they're in the... Yep, you have to take them out in order to send them on a dispatch, so I should be able to get this. Alright. Isn't it that the bridge resource station level 5? Oh. Man, upgrading this stuff is such a pain. Then this is gonna say bridge level 5. Yeah. I'll have to worry about that at a different point. Yeah. I'm gonna have to farm that out at some point. But not now. I want to do something different. I want to use my stamina to 3-star everything over here. Let's go back here. Yeah, I want to be able to just 3-star all of this. Remaining round 6. Yeah. It's really the rounds that get you. It's really the rounds that get you. Come on. Actually, let me minimize this so it just causes problems. Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard. I mean, it's not too bad, but since it takes so much gold and stuff too, it takes a lot of stamina to do it. You really can only work on like one team at a time and not work on a, like, I'd probably be in a better position. My units would be way over leveled right now. I'd be Ascension level 3 with my units if I didn't focus on other teams. But it is, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, it's like that in... They took the idea from Arknights, the way it is. It's literally the same. In Arknights, you end up doing the same thing in order to level your units, because they don't level... It's literally the same system. You end up having to run the gold and the experience stuff just to level up your units. Yeah, I focused on a couple of units first, like 2, and then went from there. But I leveled up units for my other teams too, just so I could do the Spire stuff. Yeah, that's basically where all my stamina's gone. That's why I didn't 3-star the story. I was leveling up my units. But I have to do that now because I need the furniture just so I can complete a quest. But I beat the story with the way my characters are, basically. So. You need them leveled up more for like the Spire stuff and all of that. It'll just be a continuous thing. I need to go back and 3-star it because I need the furniture. Getting like the currency and stuff is good anyway. So like any summons, I'll be getting that stuff too, so it's good anyway. The story isn't too bad to complete. I literally just pushed with whatever units I had, so... If I didn't 3-star a Sage, I was like, whatever. I'll go back to it when my units are leveled up. So... Yeah, Iridon is really good. What kind of team are you running? Because she's really good on, like, a Thunder team. My main team is this one, where This is the team I use. My main one. Yeah, that's my account, exactly. That's my account. It's all water lightning. Yeah, Connolly is good. She takes some getting used to just because she's more of a mid-range sort of unit, but she does a lot of damage. And she hits a lot of units. I switched from Vice to her. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that. Vice kind of hits really far, but I'm like, but Connolly does so much damage. Hey. Welcome. Sharona? I don't have Sharona. But I read her skills and... I don't know if she's better than... I don't think she's better than Carlene. I was trying to get Sharona, but I didn't get her. Oh, this is like GG. I almost did it with this team. I'm trying to do it as minimally as possible. I'm trying to do 814 as minimally as possible so I can make a video and it's not like all these severely overpowered units. I did it yesterday, although I had like a massive headache while I was doing it. Yeah, that works. I like having a lot of converters. Anyway. Like, when I look at a team, when I look at a team, I look at, like, what are you getting out of the units? So I like having multiple converters, units that deal a lot of damage, units that teleport. I really think it's important to have all those kind of things on your team because teleport's really good for when units run away or they spawn on opposite sides. Converters, I like having multiple converters because some of their cooldowns are really long, so if you're just using those type of converters, you won't be able to transform the tiles that often. If you use multiple converters, you could transform tiles often, and you get to deal more damage over time than if you just use one. So I like multiple converters. I think you should at least have one unit with teleport. And obviously damage dealers. You need one really strong damage dealer, but if you have all of that on your team, you know, it's good to have a healer. Sometimes you don't need the healer, but that helps you maintain your health over time. You know, there's a lot of units that do multiple of those things. You know, I really like Klacken, actually. I used both of them. Like, my other team was... Because I didn't have Carlene at the time. I was using Cereal and Klacken, actually, because their cooldowns are really low. As you can see, I did level him. I had him. I was using him. Their cooldowns are really low. So they get to do it. They get to do the conversion frequently. And when you combo like a character like this with like Barton, or if you don't have Carlene, you can just use Barton, honestly. He's just as good. But if you combo like those kinds of units together, you can do better combos. You have more ability to do more combos frequently. But like that kind of unit, Klacken and Cereal, their cooldowns are really low. Where like Barton and those units, their cooldowns are kind of high. It's like 5. I used him too, by the way. I was using him too. Sometimes I needed more conversion, so I put him in. These units are very good. These 5 stars, because there's one of each color. I have a duplicate of him. It's 5, because this is a cooldown reduction. So yeah, they get cooldown reductions in their breakthrough. So if you get duplicates, and it's like like the very first one. And then the last one turns it into a preemptive strike, which makes it really good. But you need 5 for that. But you only need 1 dupe to make it 4. It's still longer than, you know, like Klacken. You could do it more frequently, but he's good. These kind of units are good. I use the fire one. Actually, I use all the rest of the other ones. I don't use him just because I have Carlene. That's really it. That's it. That's like the only reason I don't use him. If I didn't have Carlene, I probably would be using him. But yeah, I feel like you need all those skills on the team just because, like, you never know what the sage is going to do. And I could some of my other teams I don't have as solid as a team as I do for my water and my lightning teams. And you could tell when you're using the teams. When I use my fire team and my earth team, I could tell. They're just missing that one thing that would make them really good. But my pool of units for fire and earth are really low, so I have to just take whatever I can get. The thing with those units, you want to teleport with them because their skill tends to... Sometimes you want to teleport so that you can get a larger combo because of where they're throwing their... She's better than Klacken because she converts 2 colors and not just 1. I used all 3, like I said. I used Barton in place of Carlene. I was using him, Klacken, and Cereal. So I was converting. I was able to do a lot of converting. I had constant ability to convert tiles. I'm using 2 right now just because Carlene is just so good. Carlene's really good. Because she has a teleport, she does damage, and she does a conversion. And you could just put the line, like, right across wherever you want it. That's the only difference between, like, a unit like Carlene and, like, Barton. Barton, he's just gonna do it. If I'm standing right here, the line will go across here and here, which is really good. It's a lot. And if I did that right now, I could get a huge combo. But if I wanted to hit this guy, like, that wouldn't help me. Because it's just going to throw it here. So if the enemies are, like, over here, you know? That's why I say, like, the 5 stars are almost as good as the 6 stars. They have really good abilities. The 6 stars have a little extra to their kit than the 5 stars. Carlene used to bother me a little bit just because, like, I wish you could rotate the line to either be this way or this way. But I've sort of gotten used to it. I'm like, she probably would be a little too busted if they did that. But she does teleport wherever. Yeah. Like, I could teleport here and put the line. Or I could teleport here and put the line. Like, you get to this side, so... I do like Carlene, though. I think she... Her... Again, like, she has a lot in her kit is another thing. That's what I mean about 6 stars. Her cooldown is lower, though. And she does a whole lot more in her skill. I really want this book here. That's what I'm supposed to do. Not letting me do it. Actually, I can. I can. Oh, I just wanted it so you could either select whether you want... I don't want it both ways. I wanted to be able to select whether you make it run horizontal or... Like, you select one way. Like, if I wanted to just put the line this way, I could switch it. Like, it's still... you'd still just do one line, but you could decide which way. But... I think the cooldowns are too long. In a way. Like, I have a duplicate Barton. he... You know, the cooldown does get reduced. You only need one duplicate to do it. When the skills become preemptive, I think that's when that's kind of crazy. If you get so many duplicates of those units, and, you know, on this team, I'm not using that unit, but I do use the fire unit. That's the equivalent. And I use the thunder one. I use the fire one. And I use the grass one. So. Yeah, the cooldowns can be a little long, but they are still really... That's why I like pairing them with other converters. So you have a chance to convert while you're waiting for those cooldowns. But you only need like one duplicate for it to be reduced, so... Yeah, I did. I did. This one? I have Vivian. I don't have the other character. So. And then I'm kind of like, you know. Let's see. Try to get as big as a combo. I don't remember her skills being that insane. She's a damage dealer type, isn't she? For that team, I really need a teleporter kind of team. What the heck? That is not what I wanted to do. I was trying to click off of her. It is what it is. Alright. Gotta end up there. I really need to end up here. Yeah, but I don't need a damage dealer. I have Sharon. And he's ridiculous. Like, he does ridiculous amounts of damage. The enemies just melt when you use his train thing, so... I need, like, a teleporter type of unit. Or someone that heals. That's what my fire team does not really have. It's lacking that type of utility. So... I don't have Icy. I could get this done. Yeah, but Alice is kinda... She's kinda bad. She's okay if you need a healer, you just put her in. But her other ability is just like putting defense up. So it's just not great. She's not great. Because, like, she doesn't do anything else. Like, I think a lot of people look too much at... I think you need to look at the overall use of what that unit does. And list it off. She provides a shield, so you can defend yourself. But... she heals when you do, you know, a certain amount of combo. That's it. She doesn't deal damage. She doesn't teleport. She doesn't convert. So she's just kind of She's really mediocre. If you need a healer, you could put her in, but she doesn't really add anything to your team. She's somewhat dead weight in a way to your team. You're kind of using 4 units instead of 5. I take her out of the team literally a lot of times and just put in another damage dealer. Because you're better off. That's the thing with that. Strategically, it's literally better for you to just go into the matches without, or, you know, the stages without a healer with fire. No, she doesn't. Well, yes, but she teleports. Like, she has other stuff in her kit that make her good and valuable to your team. She doesn't just heal. They need to have something else to them. That's like the big part of the strategy in this game. They really need to have something else to it that's valuable to your team. I use Alice when I need a healer, but honestly, I usually don't. I completed the Spire mostly just using all damage dealers. I took Alice out. It wasn't worth having the heal. Like, having more damage was more important in order to finish stages. Damn it. Oh, this is just survive. This is just survive. All right. Like, Alice is okay. It's like she's the only option you have when you need to heal. Like a stage like this where they say survive 7 rounds. I put Alice in because you just need to survive. And they allow these enemies to move stupidly, especially in the Spire. They let them move way too far. Oh, clear using 15? All right. I see. Of course. Actually, no. Maybe I can make 15 here. Somehow. I can come up with 15, I think. I think I could come up with 15. No, they're not max. I have 2 at 5, and then the rest are kind of... Well, the healer I did not do at all, I don't think. And then the other 2 are at a lower level, like 2 or 3. I just need to do 15 combo. That's it. That's all I had to do. I don't like playing the trying to get a dupe game, honestly. I'm not a fan of trying to get dupes, like forcefully. I kind of just naturally let it happen. That's just me. I know some people just go crazy trying to get dupes. But it's pretty treacherous in this game, considering you're not guaranteed that unit. They're quote unquote upgraded, but you could definitely get a different unit that's not the unit. And usually when you want a unit too much, that's exactly what happens. Yeah, I'm not a... I don't do the... I'm not into the whole summoning for dupes thing. In any game that I play. I just kind of naturally let it happen. Because I watch a lot of people wail, and then they just keep getting duplicates of the units they already maxed out. And it kind of makes all the wailing they did to max out a unit kind of worthless. There's a lot of ability to get 5 stars just because when you do 10 summons, you're able to... You guarantee yourself a 5 star within the first 10 summons. 5 stars don't seem too bad to get. The rate for 5 stars is pretty good in this game. It hasn't been too insane just to get like 2 or 3 in one 10 pull. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons I don't really want to use that. The currency to get a unit from there, per se. Just because you're always guaranteed a 5 star within the first 10 pulls. I mean, if it's one of the last units you're missing, it's okay to buy the unit. Like, I would buy the unit. Like, the fire unit that's there, I don't have her. So I would definitely get her. Like, I may get her. But if I summon on any banners, like, new banners are going to be incoming. You're better off waiting till the last minute before the shop goes away, like it changes, to decide, because it's likely that you did summoning within that month. So it's not worth doing it when it's new, like the shop was just changed. I think you should wait until the end of the month when it's going to go away and change again, so that if you do any summoning and you happen to get them, you didn't waste your currency. Like, yeah, dupes aren't bad, but it feels kind of bad if you just got the unit because you're missing them, and then, you know, you get them, like, right after you used it. This is not allowing me to do anything, actually. This may be my best bet. Yeah, I like waiting it out a lot of times just to see in all of the games. Well, I'm just saying in a general sense, if people want to manage their resources, you're better off waiting. I don't like the pulling for dupes thing. Because I've seen plenty of people whale, and they, you know, they +6 their unit. And then when they summon, they get dupes of that unit. And they're spending more money to try to +6 the next unit. And they get dupes of that unit. And it's just like, you could have just waited it out. And when you try to summon for new units, you can get duplicates. Because, I mean, sometimes you could just get duplicates of that same unit. I always try to be really... I don't summon for dupes, ever. I play a lot of gacha games. I don't summon for dupes. I try to get all the units in the collection just so you have access to the unit. But I don't... I let duplicates happen naturally. Especially since I tend to play games for a while. So I'm not in any real rush to get duplicates of units, because I plan on playing the game for a while. I want to do that. Maybe I don't have to go that insane with it. I'm gonna make sure I go next to him. So we get lots of opportunities. Yeah, I've just seen so many people wailing it out in games and to +6 the units immediately. You know, max out the units immediately. And then they summon on a new character and they get dupes of that character. And then they're like, oh my god, I just spent, you know, X amount of thousands of dollars to max out the unit on the prior banner. And I'm thinking, what did you expect? It's more of a impatient thing. Which I'm patient. I'm okay with it. Dupes are very nice. There's definitely a benefit, especially in this game, with cooldown reductions and your special being turned into a preemptive attack. There's definitely a really great benefit in this, but I don't really think it's necessary. It's one of those things, if I had to label it, it's nice to have, but I don't think it's necessary. I think you could be happy with just getting the unit and they perform perfectly. Perfectly fine. Like my Carlene. I don't have dupes of her. I just got her once and then stopped. You know, would getting a cooldown reduction on her skill and making it preemptive be nice? Yeah. She'd be insane. But trying to do that is chasing something that may or may not happen, so. Hey. Welcome. They are really good. Like, they have a really good benefit, but do I think they're necessary? I would say that no, they're not necessary, but they are very good. They're nice to have. That's how I would label it. They're nice to have, but they're not necessary. And the units aren't temporary. They're getting put in the summon. They're getting put in the standard banner anyway. Like, they're put in the summoning pool. That's the only time when it gets a little, you know, it could get kind of dicey. Yeah, exactly. Hi, welcome. Yeah, it's definitely the same like Epic 7. Which, like, in Epic 7, like, I just let them passively get dupes. And I have lots of units that have gotten to S, double S, triple S, and I didn't even try. You have 3 A3 units? Wow. Yeah, it's not easy to do. A3 in the units. No, I was waiting for more people. I was gonna do some summons in Epic 7 on my account because there's a summoning event in Epic 7 going on, so like free pulls, free 10 pulls every day. So I was gonna do those on my alt account. This is what I mean about teleport, needing a teleport and so forth, because this can get ridiculous. I need a teleport. There's no point in even doing that. Damn. What did it say it didn't do? You're currently at Spire 66. I play way too many. Well, I've been very busy, actually. It takes quite a while to make YouTube videos and post them, and I had other stuff I had to do, actually. Well, I run, like, multiple YouTube channels, so... And I stream. Two turns? Actually, maybe I could do this. I do. I do. You can push exclamation point YouTube. It should come up. Or maybe I can... Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I do, and I try to post... Try to post as much as I can, actually. I'm trying to post as much as possible, actually. I'm trying to do it daily. It's kind of hard sometimes, just because sometimes there's low points in the amount of content in the games. But I do play a lot of games, which helps. Because then I should always have some kind of content. I also try new games. So there's that, too. Come on. I should do this. Maybe that. Maybe I should do that. What game I tried recently? This is probably the most recent thing I played. I'm waiting for Punishing Gray Raven to come out. I want to try that out. I was actually waiting for this. So that I could just get to the point. So I'll go here. Yeah, there's games coming out that I'm looking forward to coming out that I'm gonna try. I don't try every single game that comes out. There has to be something interesting to it. Like, the gameplay has to be interesting. It has to be new. Otherwise, I won't. I won't be interested in it at all. I don't like carbon copies of things where it's just like the same thing you've seen a million times. It's been a really slow start, actually. Yeah, Blue Archive. Yep. I'm waiting for that, too. I'm waiting for, there's just like certain games I was waiting for. There has to be something interesting to the gameplay, in my opinion. I won't play like just anything. There's gotta be something unique about it. Like, I played this game because it has a different gameplay. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing. That's the type of stuff that turns you off, you know? When it's a gaming company that you know doesn't run it all that well. But yeah, I try lots of games out, even if I don't play it, like, indefinitely. I always try something out, especially if it has a new kind of gameplay. If it's the same old, you know, I won't do the Bejeweled, that kind of thing, where the games just put artwork in and then they're like, here, play Bejeweled for the 20 millionth time. I don't play games like that, where it's like, it's just the same old crap again. And they're like, but we have pretty artwork. And it's like, artwork can't hard carry you. Come on. There's gotta be... Oh, it's this one. Like, you have to have gameplay that's actually interesting. I used to try quite a bit of games, you know. My Twitch? You could find it in the description of my videos. Actually. I don't have a command for my Twitch. I probably should. But I stream the same thing on Twitch and YouTube. What am I doing? Clear the stage. I don't want to waste all these for this guy. No, I don't. I only have one copy of her. You're gonna play it like this, dudes? Really? Yeah, come over here. Come over here. Yeah, I only have one dupe of her. I only have one copy of her. Yeah, it definitely is. It's really a pain. Let's see. I can actually do this and get rid of all these. And hope that we get some kind of good conversion here. Let's see. Yellow is pretty good. The yellow blocks. Yeah. Oh, I could do some summons after this, actually. I forgot about that. You can see what happens. Which way? I really want to be able to connect these. This might be my best bet. Yeah, I'm gonna do some summons in Epic 7, actually. I haven't done my free pulls. Let's see if some summons will save my alt account. Because it needs a lot of saving right now. I want to get... Yeah, that should have been the last one. I skipped some of these side things, so a lot of these 3-star things I have to do. That's if I actually get something good. I need artifacts, and it just... I've done so many summons and have gotten, like, nothing. So it's like, I don't even know what to do with that account. Here, I'll do summons really quickly. Let me do this. I want that blip out of my face because I hate it. I don't want to buy your packs. I just... Why isn't it letting me? There. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if they'll actually give me something or not. It didn't even give me a spark at all when I did it. That's what I need. I need artifacts. That's what I really need. Can I have some kind of... Let's go here. I need some kind of music that's... Like, no, I don't feel compelled to play this game when this is what it does to me. Yeah, that's helpful. On an account where I'm not using anything. Great. Great stuff. Oh, I hate this game. The game makes me so aggravated. Just go. Close it. It's making me angry. It's just making me aggravated. Like, the account is hard enough. Oh, here we go. That account is hard enough to play. Because you're not supposed to be using stupid monsters to play the game. No, they're like, play the game without artifacts, too. We want you to play the game without artifacts as well. We heard it wasn't challenging enough for you, so... Like, that's why I haven't played it that much, because it's like... It's just grindy at this point. I'm just grinding on it. And literally, it takes all the time away from my main account and other games I want to play. I mean, my main account in Epic 7, it took that side account took away a lot from it. My inventory is still messed up. I still haven't gone back in and fixed it. It's not really a gacha addiction. I've played my main account for 3 years. I made that alt account because I thought it would be interesting content for people to watch. I've played 7 gacha games at once, and then I realized it was kind of dumb just because I wasn't... Me, personally, I wasn't getting anything out of it. I used to play 7 gacha games at one time. I had my multiple emulators going and multiple devices going to do it. And then I just found myself rushing through everything to get all the dailies done in each of them. And I wasn't enjoying any of it. So I started hashing away some of the games. I mean, it really occurred to me when I saw a video. You know, I watch a YouTuber who puts out videos of stuff that, you know, shut down, games that shut down. And one of the games I had played, it was one of those. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that's shutting down. And I still wasn't playing it anymore. But I was still like, wow, I can't believe that's shutting down. And it kind of occurred to me, I'm like, do I really want to see the lifespan of all of these games I'm playing? And I was playing like 7 games at one time. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta let it go. I gotta let some of these go. Like, it's been fun, but I gotta let it go. I don't think I want to see the death of the games. I don't think I want to stick around to see the death of the games. So. Yeah, I know. I do too. That's why I play so many. I hate dead time spans where you don't have something else to do. And like watching something is not doing something to me. I like multitasking. So even if I watch something, I'm always doing something else. So, yeah, that's why I played like 7 at once, but I don't do that anymore. I'm basically playing Epic 7, Alchemy Stars the most, and then I'm playing Counterside and Genshin on the side, but I haven't even been logging in daily in those. So I'm starting to reconsider whether to continue with them or not. Because there's new games coming out, like not just mobile, but console games, you know. I honestly think 2 games. I think 2 games is really the sweet spot. Just because I played 7 games at once for a couple of reasons. One, you always had something to do. Because even when a game had a dead period where they had nothing going on, one of the other games you're playing do. The other reason I played so many games at once is you always got to summon. There was always something to summon in, like, all the time, because you're playing so many games. And out of all of those games, there has to be at least one that you get good luck in. So even when your luck is really bad in one game, one of those 7 games will save you. Yeah, but I don't spend money. I only use the in-game currency. That's not really gacha addiction. Gacha addiction to me is you're so obsessed. Like, you're obsessed with summoning to the point of you're emptying out your bank account to do it. Summoning doesn't make me, like, happy. I actually just am I'm like, I know this is gonna go bad. And then I'm just gonna be really disappointed and not want to play the game. Because I usually, if a summoning session goes bad, because I only use free stuff, I just collect stuff over time and then use it. Whatever happens, happens. I don't spend money for summons. That's new. Did it freeze going into the game? With a black screen? I never spend money on summons. People see my Epic 7 account. It's a 3-year-old account. They're like, you're a whale. And I'm like, no, I've been playing for 3 years and I manage my resources well. That's it. I try to do the same thing in all of these games. But it takes the pressure off of... Honestly, yeah, summoning is part of the game. It's kind of interesting to do, but I already know, like, if it goes badly, I'll be upset and not really want to deal with the game. Well, that's why I kind of use it as an indicator. Like that side account. Here, if you want to save yourself, I give the games a chance to save themselves. I'm like, if you want to save yourself, you know, feel free to give me anything that actually... And if I don't get something, I just take it as an indicator. I should be done with the game. Especially when it's kind of at the end of its lifespan in general, but... It is. It just... That's why I stopped playing so many at once. Because I wasn't really enjoying any of it. I didn't get the chance to enjoy any of it because I was rushing to get through dailies. So I wouldn't be able to look at stuff like this and say, I need to 3-star each stage. I would end up just saying, oh, that's not important. Let me just waste all my stamina to get experience for the characters. And it kind of ruins the game a little bit when you do that. I stopped playing so many. That's why I'm a little more rigid. Epic 7... Playing 7 at the same time. I used to be okay with it. Just because, like, there was lows and highs. Like I said, when there's an event going on in one game, or there's a dead period in one game, there's always an event going on in one of the other ones. but... Oh no, what did you do? What did you do? You should always play as many games as you think you can. Honestly, I really think 2 or 3 is my limit in terms of being able to actually enjoy what I'm doing. And I have played 6 or 7 at once for a really long time. And it was kind of hard for me to let them go just because I was playing them for a really long time. Like years, some of the games. Oh. Oh. Did it end up like ass? Was it terrible? Oh no. That's awful. You uninstall Counterside. Yeah, Counterside's sort of on that cusp. Oh my god, that's awful. That must have felt terrible. Oh god. That's awful. Yeah, that would hurt. Why did you want to install it? What's your reasoning? I'm pretty open-minded. So. Oh, you don't like the fact that there's no JP? Really? I'm okay with the voices in Counterside. My thing with I'm finding it hard to keep up to try to be competitive in the PvP stuff. I found it very difficult. I'd have to put way more time into it than I'm able to. That's my thing with the game. I had a hard time trying to keep up with the PvP. I do too, and I really needed it. I actually got a duplicate Yang from just a free summon. A free daily pull. Oh shit, did I mess this up? Well, I messed that up by doing that. Yeah. I like Counterside. I really do. I just don't think I have the time to try to do it, to play it in a meaningful way. In the PvP, you absolutely have to keep on top of things because they change it all the time. You get a lot of I have gotten so many units from daily pulls and stuff, but I don't know, that's hard to say. Dupes are You know what? The moment they put in the 110 thing, like... The moment they put in the 110 thing, I feel like it kind of is, just because you're able to get much higher level quicker if you just are able to summon a lot to get dupes. The bonuses you get from, you know, continuously increasing the level cap of your character. Yeah, definitely. I really like that game. I think it's fun. It has fun gameplay. And if you like PvP, I think it's an entertaining PvP thing. If you like PvP. Oh, actually, you know what's kind of funny? Now that I say the PvP thing. I was thinking. So in Epic 7, my guild fought the guild that Mashu and Nu are in. And Nu attacked me. And he could not be my second team. He lost to my second team. So he didn't even get a full win. And I thought that was kind of funny. I thought it was pretty funny. Oh, shit. I can't move. I was like, wait, what? And then I'm like, oh, we're literally fighting their guild. And then I'm like, oh, he lost to my second team. I'm pretty sure my SSB had frickin' Daydream Joker on, because I changed it very last minute, and I'm worried that she still had that shit on. From when I was running hunts. Did this freeze again? Really? Do I need to reinstall this or something? Yeah, well, you know what? Nu, how does it feel to be beat, you know, lose to the 4%? I'm kind of curious. I don't consider my units to be insane. I don't think they're shitty, but I don't think my units in Epic 7 are insane. I think he may have gone for... He may have gone for the Clury or something, and maybe my Spez countered and killed. Or something. I'm not certain what happened. I do have my team set up so that my Clury and Spez get dragged forward by Cerise. And that's my staple, that's one of my staple teams that I use all the time. You need to know what endgame team for Wyvern 13. I use General Purges, SSB, Luluka, and Seagrit. But there's other options that you can use to, like, take the places of those. Like, you can use... Yeah, if you want to. I could always check it out. You can use, you know, other units. Like Terranor Guard and Alexa, people use those. A lot of people do Montmorency, Alexa, Furious, those kinds. Oh, Honkai. I did play Honkai when it was originally released. I played Honkai when it was originally released. It's really rough on my eyes. Not that I didn't like it, because the gameplay is actually really fun, but it's really rough on my eyes. That's why I stopped playing it. But I played it when it was released originally. Been out for a long time now. I played it for a while when it was released, but I was like, you know, it does kind of make me sick when I'm playing this. So I stopped playing it. And now it's been out for so long that it's like... I usually don't like playing games when they've been out for a really long time. Just because, like, you're so far behind that it's hard to try to catch up. Not that I haven't played games that are already started. I did. In certain games, they made it very easy to catch up, but... I mostly play games at launch now. But yeah, I'm always interested to try new games anyway. Even if I just do a video saying, you know what, this game is actually kind of fun. Because I actually want to do videos for my YouTube channel where I revisit games that I played before. Because I've played a lot of games. I need to get over there. Yeah, but the gameplay itself makes me literally sick. I won't do anything if it makes me feel sick. Like, that's what happened to me with that game. That's why I stopped playing it, literally. Because I'm like, oh my god. I would think about the game and I would just think about how it made me feel sick. And then I'm like, no, I don't really want to play that. I don't want to get a headache right now. I don't want to get vertigo playing it. So then I kind of just stopped playing it. Yeah, you can't, like, that's the only reason why I stopped playing it. It actually was fun. I'm like, this is kind of fun, and the graphics are really good. But I've played, like, when I say I've played a lot of games, I've played a lot of games. I don't just dabble in gaming. I'm an actual gamer. And I've been around for a long time. Maybe I want to do this. Kind of want to do that. That's kind of perfect. Like, there's games that I've played a lot, like, extensively. And then there's games I just tried, but I didn't play extensively just because I didn't ended up not liking them. Which, you know, that happens. You play a game, you just feel like it's not your thing, so... Yep. Yep, basically. I should write that, actually. My about in Twitch, I really should just write that. Ancient gamer elf, monster collector. I might write that as my about. I swear. Look at this jerk. Look at this jerk. Actually, no, I can rectify that situation, actually. Never mind. He's still a jerk, though. Like, why do you have to be all the way over there? Luckily, I had a teleport. I solved it. This is why I like teleports, because you can fix that. Yeah, there's certain games coming that are going to come out that I really want to look at. Although Punishing Grey Raven is on the phone only. You know, companies really need to just start making game clients. Which it's like, yeah, we gotta give props to... Like, Counterside is really good because they have a PC client. Genshin's the same way. The fact that they have a PC client makes things so much better. I wish Epic 7 had a PC client. I wish this game had a PC client because it kind of runs... This game has a lot of trouble on emulator. It runs fine on the phone. Honestly, yeah. It doesn't... It runs okay on... Yeah, it does. It does. There's, like, slight lag. It runs perfectly fine on the phone. When I play this game on the phone, it runs great. Like, it doesn't crash like you're seeing happening. This is just simply an emulator problem. What's for breakfast? I should be eating my breakfast. I just have an egg. And coffee. I should have eaten it already, but it got cold. I didn't want to eat it cold. So now I just look at my food. I actually have to eat it. I got a headache yesterday when I didn't eat my breakfast. And then I couldn't get rid of it. I still have the headache from yesterday. So I didn't eat my breakfast. Eating breakfast is definitely 100% important. It throws off your entire day. I kind of want to save that. Maybe I'll try to get rid of these. Well, coffee is a really, really important part of, my culture. Like, legitimately. So I start that's basically what I have in the morning. And then usually don't eat until like 9 in the morning. But I wake up early. No, like legitimately. Legitimately. I'm not just saying that because, oh, I like coffee. I'm not even saying it like that. Like legitimately. I come from a Cuban family and I grew up drinking coffee. Like cafe con leche. I grew up drinking that. It is a part of my culture. Legitimately. Like, it's natural to me. Well, like, Cuban coffee is basically milk with espresso as the coffee. It's not like American coffee or like black coffee. Although I do drink regular coffee too. No, coffee doesn't stunt your growth, honestly. I am very short, but that has nothing to do with it. I'm short because of genetics. My sister's very tall. And she drank coffee her whole life too, and still does. My sister's really tall. I'm really short. Yeah, basically. It's not accurate at all. The coffee making you short thing is not accurate. My sister's really tall. Like, I'm really short. I'm only 5 feet tall. My sister's 5'8". I'm just very short. Yeah, trust me. You don't want to deal with me if I haven't had my coffee in the beginning of the day. The coffee I have here is like secondary, but I'm very small. It has pros and cons because people think I'm younger than I actually am. Like a lot younger. And people probably find it hilarious when I'm climbing shelves in the supermarket to grab stuff off the top shelf. Yeah, you're pretty close. That's why I say I've been gaming for a long time. a very long time. Actually, most of the people that I see streaming that I watch are in their 30s for the most part. Yeah, I'd probably rather drink coffee than anything else, really. I don't really eat that many sweets or anything. I don't eat that much food, really. Let's do this. Oh, she's super good. I really like her. Michael's really good. Like, she's a damage dealer, and her skill functions like a teleport. So you can just use it to teleport, but you can just move from one side to the other and hit all the enemies damage-wise, and she does a lot of damage. Yeah, I kind of wish... I mean, I think things... because of COVID, things have just changed for the duration of our existence. Playing gotchas, like... That's recreation. That's recreational. It's on par with if you're watching a TV show or a movie or any of that stuff, I would say. Yeah, I mean, you can always keep Michael around. I mean, obviously, you have her. So whenever you need to build a Thunder team, you have access to her. My account went water thunder heavy, so my fire and earth units came afterward. And they're not as... My pool of units for those is not as large. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, I haven't watched TV in forever either. I actually don't even have cable. I don't have anything hooked up to my... Hey, welcome. I actually don't have cable hooked up. If I watch anything, it's over my computer. I usually just I watch stuff on Twitch or YouTube or that kind of stuff. I watch reruns of shows. Like, I really haven't watched anything. People will talk about a new show. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about because I don't own any TV or anything. Oh, you have 30 pulls saved up in Genshin. Yeah, my Genshin pulls were awful. But I'm like, you know what? Normally I'd say screw this. I don't even want to post the video. I'm so mad. But I'm like, you know what? I am. Because I want you guys to see on my YouTube channel that My luck isn't always good. My luck actually is pretty bad. I just get really upset when I don't get anything, so. I usually watch reruns, like, on the computer. I'm using my TV as my other... Oh, crap. I'm using my TV as my other monitor, actually, so I have two. So I'm able to do the streaming thing and see everything that I'm doing. I have enough space for it. I have my stream stuff on one screen, and then I play games and stuff on my other screen. That's not particularly helpful at all. You have 40 till next pity. Are you on the second guarantee in Genshin, or are you just close to the 5-star thing? Like, if I keep pulling, I get the guaranteed unit. But I don't know if I want him. I kind of want the other Archon, the Thunder one. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Who's your favorite character in this game? I think Michael's my favorite. She wasn't who I necessarily started out with, but I think she's my favorite. I like that her story is, like, she's emotionless because of the experiments and stuff. I like her character. Or, like, her story is kind of sad, so it makes me, like, you know. Oh, I wanted her, actually. I wanted her. I didn't get her. I actually like Uriel better than... I wanted her more than Carlene, but I figured Carlene was better for me to get because I had mostly water units. Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah, she is with the 4 angels. I do really like her, though. She was the 3rd 6-star I got. Like, I got... cereal from the beginner, the free 6-star beginner banner thing. And then I got Connolly. And then I got Michael. After doing summons. I was like, oh, she's kind of cool. But I actually really like her. She's definitely going to be, like, I've been putting all of my investment into Michael. I'm hoping to get Uriel at some point, though, because I really like her. Yeah. I tried for Sharona, but I ended up getting Michael. Oh, I picked Regal. Right, that's his name. He just looks so cool. This artwork is just so amazing. I wanted Sharona. Oh my god. I didn't get her though. I just have to hope. Yeah, I'm excited for... I want to see what they do at the events. Like, how much... You know, what kind of rewards you get from the events. Like, how extensive the events are. Like, if there's a lot that you can do. I'm interested to see how that turns out. Yeah, I picked him. He looks so cool. I do like all of them. I actually liked Requiem's skills. Yeah, the off-banner rate is absolutely. The off-banner rate is... Yeah, you just gotta go with whoever you want. Like, my suggestion is 100% to go for who you want. With this, because it takes a really long time, I think you could get all 4 of them. It's just going to take you multiple months to progress through from one to the next. I just like... Regal looks so cool. I was going to choose between Regal and Requiem, though. Just because she has really good skills, but... It's just like in Azur Lane. They have a thing to get ships in Azur Lane. That's the same thing. It takes, like, months for you to get one. That's why you really should just pick who... That's how I know you should just pick who you want. Because it takes so long. I considered taking one of these other ones. I was like, I should probably take Frostfire or Mythos just because my fire and earth are the weakest. But I was like, you know what? It takes so long to do it. You'll summon more stuff by then. You may... my advice would be to take whoever you want because it's going to take months to get them. Yeah, it's just like the lab ships. Yeah. It's just like... Actually, I think in Azur Lane it's probably worse just because of how much you need. And you have to change your teams up to do it. Yeah, exactly. That's why my suggestion with this is... I wouldn't worry about missing out. Like... Oh, I don't have a lightning unit. I should probably take this unit. Like, just take the one that you want, because it takes so long. In that amount of time, you're definitely going to summon. In a couple of months. Yeah, you just... That one's... you just... Oh, crap. What is this doing? Yeah, for this, you just submit it. You have to have the... They won't let you submit partial, I don't think. Once you get that amount, you can just submit it. Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. And I'm not even close to being done with these. So I'm not overly prioritizing this right now. Maybe when I have this consume, like this is really high up, I'll do it. Because then, you know, farming this out is basically feeding into this. So, they all kind of work together. And for the daily quests, I would just say, even when you get to 100, just keep doing all of them. My thing is I do all of them except the recruitment one. That is a debate to get people to waste stuff that you shouldn't be wasting. So... Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just holding off on that right now. And when I get closer... Hi, welcome to the stream. Nah. I don't like wasting... I do everything except for this one. I refuse to let them steal my stuff from me. If they had a daily pull... The only time this works in games... This kind of quest is when they have a free daily. If they're going to have this as a quest, they need to have one free daily pull every day. That's my opinion on that one. Some people are doing this. They're recruiting every day. Yeah, so many games have the free daily pulls. Or even if they didn't have it originally, they added it. So there's still time to add it. Some games didn't have it and they added it a year plus later. So it doesn't mean that they can't add it eventually to this. Especially, you know, that banner doesn't really get saved, I don't think. The regular one. right? This one. Does this get saved? Yeah, I've been doing the spires. And I just completed 3-starring a lot of the chapters. So I got a bunch from that. And I think I purchased whatever I could from the shops. With whatever currency I had. The Secret Territory, I think, has some. But I've been completing these and picking up these. I also did the spires. I actually finished that quest. I have tried it. Actually, I almost beat it yesterday. I need to record it. That's a problem. I'm trying to record it so I have it for YouTube. And I'm trying to keep my teams minimally. That's why I don't have any A3 units. And this, stuff like this, I just skipped. Because I was rushing. Just skip to the end. Like this, I just skipped over. Yeah, I've been taking my time with this game. I'm not rushing at all. I play other games too, and I've been making videos and stuff, but... Michael. I'll probably do her first. Actually, no, I'm A3ing her first. I intended to anyway. And... probably Carlene. After her. Remaining rounds 5. That shouldn't be an issue. Let's do this. Yeah, A4... that's... I was trying to figure out... That's why I don't want to overlevel my units. Otherwise, Michael would have been A3 already, because her artwork is just amazing. Her A3 artwork is so good. She looks like an absolute boss. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't recommend A3. They're saying it's A235. The recommendation for that particular. I almost did it yesterday, actually. I'm like, you know what? If I just do this again... If my Connolly is kind of lacking. She's kind of lagging. A little bit. If I just level her to 35, it'll be fine. Oh no, Spire I don't care. Spire I'm kind of cruising through. Because I'm over leveled at this point for some of those stages. But actually no, I don't want to do that. Spire I'm cruising through because I'm over leveled. But in terms of, it's just like Arc Knights. They give recommendations for the stages, and their recommendation is beyond what you actually need. You actually don't need your units to be that high of a level, but A14 is one of those ones that's a little different. 714 is kind of the same. Even though 714 I did it with less than the recommendation. What they said. In Arknights, it's pretty similar. Like, they'll say, you need this, and you actually don't. You can do it with less. It's fine. You need more? Like, 714, you could do it with less. 814, I think, is a little overtuned. A little bit. You really need at least what they're recommending for that particular one. But some of the Spire Sages, it's more about... It depends on the mechanism for the floor. Some of the floors, it's like it really has nothing to do with your units in particular. It's more like you have to use, like 13's a good example. Most of your damage comes from those stupid rocks, so you just have to make sure you do that. Because some of the stages have weird mechanics that you kind of have to work with. So, like, overpowering your units don't necessarily help you, but... Yeah, it's like... That's one where the recommendation actually made sense. Like, bare minimum, you probably should be at least the level they're suggesting. Because that one, you know, there's also RNG with the floor tiles. If they start you off horribly, it's like you're better off just... You're better off just starting over. Spire is kind of the same. If they RNG you with the floor tiles, you're better off just starting over. To refresh the tiles so you have a better start. Spire in particular, they're like, oh, you're using a Thunder team? We're not going to put any yellow tiles down. And you're just like, what am I supposed to do with this? It's like I'm forced to use... You're forcing me to use a Thunder team, and then you don't give me Thunder tires. I actually like the music in this game. But yeah, it's MapleStory music in the background. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Actually, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed... This is a good example of why I want to be able to flip her skill. I may actually do this. Except not like that. That's not really what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to throw it down over here. It's alright. I'll make it work. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid any copyright claims on my videos when my streams are posted to YouTube. Because there's like a bunch of bogus claims that people do. For music, they don't even actually have any copyright ownership to, but then they screw up your whole video because of doing that. And this is like not copyrighted. Like the MapleStory music is not. You can use it. Like a lot of people use it. A lot of people on Twitch actually use it and play it in the background. So many. And yeah, I played MapleStory, so I am fine with the music. I'm not just doing it for that reason. I was a massive MapleStory player. I designed my character model, actually, that I use here after my MapleStory character. So eventually I will do the origins of Snow Lilac video. Or a stream. I should do a stream, and you'll see where my character came from. I want to do that. It's just like you need... Since Twitch makes you put yourself in a category, it kind of ruins it. But on YouTube, you guys all see me, like, regardless of whether I'm, like, in a certain category or not. Ugh. I know, you know what? It's a lot like Arknights, where crafting the stuff is easier because it's easier to get the lower level materials. And then to just craft it. Than spamming the more expensive stamina intensive stages to get the rare drop. You're kind of just, it's one of those things. It's just one of those RNG things. Yeah, like, it's just like in Arknights. You just farm the lower level stuff. Where are you stuck early on in the Fire Spire? What converters do you have? Yeah, like that's just what happens in these games. Like, oh, yeah. Like, Maggie's really good, but her cooldown is really long. Her cooldown's very long. You're gonna be at the mercy of RNG with the floor tiles. You're just gonna be at the mercy of tile RNG, where the battle may start off good and then it's just gonna... It may go downhill. Like, Maggie's super good, but her cooldown is long. That's the only thing. I use Maggie as well. Just to throw it out there. I do use Maggie. She's really good. My fire team is one... Do I have the other? I do. I have the other guy who does exactly what Flecken does. Alright. I have the one that does convert on my team with Maggie. Yeah, but she's a 4-star, right? Her conversion's not as... I don't remember what she does. I remember looking at all of them, and I try to make my teams to have multiple converters, teleport, damage. A healer usually, but sometimes like the fire ones, you're better off just not even bothering with the stupid healer. Because they don't do anything. Yeah, Maggie's good. Yeah. Someone was saying she had a conversion. The 4 stars usually only have like one, like basically one thing to them. Yeah, that happens with some of the characters. Even Meagard, I was found it interesting that she has a teleport, but it's not even that far. Yeah, the whole stuff is really annoying. It makes it, even when you have converters, like it makes it really hard. Because like, yeah, Carlene could put a line through, but if there's a bunch of holes, sometimes you can't even do it. Yeah, but Meagard's teleport is short. It's not that far, actually. Compared to other units, like I can go all across the screen with Michael. You know, Carlene can go anywhere, too. Like, Meagard is really good. I was like, oh, she has a teleport, and then I'm like, oh, you can't go anywhere. You can't just go anywhere. It has to be within that range. I'm like, alright. It's okay. Yeah, lower cooldowns are better. That's why some of the 5 stars, like, that's what makes them a 5 star versus a 6 star. Their cooldown is a little longer than it would have been if they were a 6 star. You know what? Let's try to get rid of these guys. Lower cooldowns, like, that is another thing that you kind of want on your team. You want a different distribution of cooldowns. You don't want everyone to have really long cooldowns on your team. Yeah, well, maxing out units is not simple, and I wouldn't suggest doing it purposefully. I think you should just let it happen. Just because it's going to make you even more upset when you get that as a duplicate when trying to summon for a new unit. Luckily, like Maggie, like those kinds of units, all of those units of each color, because there's one in each of the elements, their cooldown reduction is right on their first one. So you only need one dupe. You only need one dupe for like Maggie, those ones. I like single pulls. In a game like this, I like single pulls. Just because, like, there's no benefit to a 10 pull other than it taking you a shorter amount of time. And it's basically like pulling off a band-aid. If you just want to get it done and see if your luck is bad or good, you can do 10 pulls. I don't like it in this game just because they have this thing where you're guaranteed to get a 5-star Aurorian within your first 10 recruitments. And you don't need to do a 10 pull to do that. You can literally just do a single pull. Thank you so much for the follow. You can literally just do a single pull, get the 5-star, and get out. And now you save 9 pulls, especially if you're free to play or a low spender. And you're just like, I'd like to try to at least get this 5-star or better. Prefer single pulls for that reason, because you can save currency going into the next thing. Overall, there's no benefit to doing a 10 pull. It's not a guaranteed SSR or reduced cost for doing it, so. If a person's free to play or a low spender, they should be doing singles. You should try to get someone on each of the banners to pull a 5-star or better, and then get out, and then move to the next banner and do singles. You'll save currency in the long run, because if you get them early on, you wouldn't have wasted currency. And then when they drop new banners, you get to do the same thing again, because now you have currency saved. And obviously, if it's a unit you absolutely want, then you can dump all of your currency into that unit, rather than, you know, now you wasted 10 pulls on the other banners. You would have had more pulls to go towards the unit that you wanted, that you actually wanted. So that's my suggestion with that if you're a free-to-play or low spender. And that's why it's not easy to get 6 stars. You could get other stuff. No, they haven't posted anything yet. They usually post... I think they do the same thing that other games do. They post on their social media pages when new banners are coming out. How many days were left on this? Because, like, these have been out for a while. These are almost up. 3 days, like 4 days. Yeah, so whenever the next... They'll probably be up by when the event... By the 8th. There might be a small dead time where those won't be up. Where the banner just kind of ends and then they're kind of not there. Yeah, I really hope that they give summoning stuff as well. I really do. If it has stages that you have to complete, you'll definitely get this. You'll definitely be getting this currency for beating the stages. I hope they do additional stuff, like... we have no idea what it's going to be like. It's the first event. But, you know, in these kind of games, they usually have a shop for the event where you get to buy stuff out. And they usually have summon stuff in there. That kind of stuff. You use the event currency to get, you know, gold to do it, to do other stuff. So... they usually have currency and other special things, like they could have a unit. Some of these games do, you know, events, like even Arknights had it like that, where they'd run an event and there's a new unit with the event that you can get for free. So the event could have something like that. We just have to wait and see how they choose to move forward with events. How they want to frame the events. But since they're dropping banners, you know, giving free currency for summons is an incentive to get people to pay to summon. Because once you start summoning, you know, a lot of people feel like they want to keep summoning. Like, that character that they really wanted is just one pull away. They're just one pull away from getting that character. So, like, free summons are actually, you know, it's not really taking money out of the pocket of the company, per se. It actually helps them. I think some people were saying I mean, it's really just hearsay. Because there's nothing saying anything. I think some people were saying there's going to be a thunder one. It might depend what elements they want you to have for. I don't know. It depends if the event is strictly for a certain element, which would be very bad. At the beginning of the game, that would be really bad. But if it's all different kinds of elements for the... But usually they'll put banners out that kind of cater to that event. So, we'll have to see. A thunder here. Yeah, you know, the thunder healer is actually not bad that they have. But that could be interesting. I mean, I think there's gonna be 2 banners. They're just gonna replace the current ones with 2 more banners. And then, maybe when that other banner goes away, there'll be another double recruitment thing. What can I do here? This is not helping at all. At all. I'm pretty sure that's what I have to do. Yeah, Nadine is not bad, though. I don't think Nadine is too bad. I use her as my healer, and I haven't had any issues. You know, she doesn't... Yeah, you know, she doesn't do too much other than that. Well, she converts a tile, too. It's kind of like a tile conversion and a healing block. Yeah, I don't actually feel she's too bad. I don't think she's too bad. That's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help me at all. I'm pretty sure it's a 50% thing that I didn't do. I'm pretty sure. That's why this isn't 3-starred. Oh, no, I mean Nadine. She doesn't just heal. She has a conversion thing because of the way her skill functions. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a 50% thing, that. I should have been paying more attention to that. I'm trying to save those. This is what I do. I basically use the lower level stuff over time. I don't do the full refreshes. I just do some of the lower cost ones just to get some extra stamina. This is better. This is better. That doesn't help at all. I'm gonna save it. Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I should just use an all-water team. It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, I'm not certain. I'm not certain if 160 will be the max or not. That is kind of low. Especially, like, refreshes. That's another thing I try to be careful with. Because refreshing, using your currency to refresh can get really costly. I know a lot of people made a lot of progress in the game by doing that, but they're also, you know, spending money to do it. I try to do it as minimally as possible. I try to spend as little as possible. Like, I'm okay with getting the monthly pack that's cheap or something like that. Especially since I play a lot of other games. But, I mean, it's a PvE game. It's a PvE game. Like... That's kind of insane. I don't know. I feel the same way in Genshin. I do some of the lower ones. I hate games that are like, you spend 30, then 40, then like this is 30, 40, 60, 100. You know, Genshin system's kind of the same. It's 50. I only do the 50 in Genshin too. But I'd rather do that. Like, I'd rather spend 30 each day than come to a point where I would like some extra stamina. And now I have to spend more because I wasn't refreshing. So when I want a little extra, I do some of the lower cost ones. I know some people have been 10 refreshing like every day. That's why they're so far ahead in the game. And I'm like, I just want to take my time with it. It's PvE. I just want to take my time with it and enjoy the game. I play too many other games that have PvP in it, and you're stressed out all the time, and I just want this game to be the one game where, or, you know, one of the games where I don't have to worry about that. Because it's like, those people who did that, they're the ones who say, there's no content in the game, but it's like, there's no content in the game because you literally, you forced it. You forced to finish it, like, really quickly. Those are the same people who will complain about a lack of content because they rush to get to the end. And you're like, you should have just... You could have just chilled out a little bit. Like, you can do refreshes if you want to play. I absolutely see that. I've refreshed in games plenty of times just because I was having fun and I wanted to play the game. But I try to slow down. But I think of Genshin when I say that, because people are like, you have to hurry up, get your AR level up immediately. You have to get here quick. And then they're like, there's no content in this game. And then they put a video out on YouTube saying, oh, I shouldn't have rushed it. I should have taken my time. Now I have nothing to do. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you didn't see that one coming? Yeah, it's like if you bought a console game and you finished it in 4 days, you know, that was you rushing through it. You can't say there's no content. It's just you chose to do that. In a lot of other games where there's PvP-oriented stuff, I do try to stay on top of stuff. I still don't do all the stamina refreshes. Some games I have just because it's really cheap. I have done it in some games because it's really cheap, and I'm like, this is ridiculous how cheap this is. But a lot of people complain about lack of content when they rush. They do full refreshes, and it's kind of funny. I don't want to end there. Yeah, this is the type of game. Yeah, you should say, should you use up all your stamina every day? Log in every day, do your dailies, use up your stamina so that it doesn't overcap. Yeah. If you want to do resource management kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely. That will help you out. That'll help you maximize how much you get to play and being able to make progress in the game. If you want to do some refreshes, honestly, I do some refreshes. I do the cheaper ones when I want a little extra. You know, will you need a little extra stamina going into the event? Possibly. We'll have to see how stamina intensive the event is. Which is one thing I'm slightly worried about, which is why I'm kind of saving my refreshes. The refresh item that you get. I'm trying to save those just in case the event is really stamina intensive. But yeah, I always try to take that into consideration. What spire am I on? I actually was I had to build up my fire and earth teams in order to do that quest. So I'm kind of like, I have them all at 15. My water and my thunder are much further, like 30 plus. I like it. I was using all water and I don't like it. I think it limits you because once you use the blue tiles, you kind of lack damage. And I really like Michael, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try the 1-4 team setup, and I actually prefer it. Yeah, like the Spire, I'm like over leveled for the stages I was doing. I was doing a bunch yesterday and like zooming through them because I'm over leveled. But I had to work on my account was strictly water and thunder. So I was holding off on building the fire and the earth teams. And then I summoned some stuff recently that helped me build out those teams, and I'm like, all right, I kind of noticed, I'm like, oh crap, I'm running out of time for this quest, the growth quest. I'm like, oh shit, I have to do this. I can't hold off anymore. So I had to build out those teams from scratch just to do the 15. You get a lot, and the spire is really long. There's 80 floors. Oh, I finished that already, the 15. The thing is, I didn't have fire units. That's the thing. I completely messed this up because I wasn't paying attention. I finished that just yesterday, actually. It was really simple after I did it. But I kind of held off on it because I didn't have fire units and I didn't want to waste resources on low level units. Have you noticed I'm a very resource managey person? I'm very resource managey in my games. I finished the quests yesterday. I just have to do the furniture one and then I'm done. But I'm taking everything slow. I'm not even rushing it. As long as there's not a requirement that I have to be on X floor for the spire, I'm not really worrying too much beyond the quest that was needed. I'm just going to do those passively as I... Like when I run out of stamina, I'll turn to the spire. Well, now that I finished 3-starring all of those stages, I have that one done basically. I just have to put the furniture down. Because I'm at like 4,800 something. I'm like right there. I just have to put one piece of furniture down. Oh, proceed to the exits right here. Isn't it? Come on. Go. I think it's just the last stage. Yeah. Which I actually want to be able to record that in a different way. Trying to do that as minimally as possible. I actually want to raise her a little bit, I think. I'm actually just going to use my main team to do it. Because I basically almost did it yesterday. I want her to be ascended. Do I have enough? No. Let me see if I can get some from here. Yeah, I kind of focused on leveling up certain units on my team. Like even my healer, she's way behind all the rest of my units. Yeah, I'll use the double. Why not? Why not? I'm taking this game night. I play a lot of other games, though. That's really why. I actually want to enjoy this game. I don't want to get annoyed with it. Which I unfortunately did with Counterside. I made myself get annoyed with it because I was trying to actually play the game, and I couldn't really do that in that. Just because there's PvP in it, you really can't not pay attention to what you're doing in Counterside. You have to actually play it. Why are you doing this to me? I don't want to waste that. All right, let's do this. Let's get over here. Then I can at least use this. Or he can move and then... I can use this. Yeah, the furniture thing, the quest I have done too. Because I just 3-starred. You could just 3-star all of the stages. And from chapter 3 onward, it gives you a piece of furniture. If you're having trouble with that particular quest. Because the dispatches, like, yeah, they come up in dispatch, but it's also random. I don't want to end up in the corner. So it's just going to be a pain. Yeah, like you have to send the particular unit to get it. Yeah, I kind of don't like that. I wish it was more open. Like you could just send any 5-star or 6-star, not the specific unit. Because I've gotten some that I don't have the unit. I don't own the unit, so I can't get the piece of furniture. That's already happened to me. And they can't be in the Colossus. Like, you can't put them in any of the areas in the Colossus. Otherwise, they won't come up on the dispatch. You'd have to remove them. I had to do that today. Because I got a furniture thing, but my unit, the unit that they wanted me to send was in one of the Colossus areas. Nice. Yeah, luckily you could keep trying in the Spire, though. Luckily. I really like that there's just a mode where it's stamina free. So when you run out of stamina, you just do those. I wonder if they plan on increasing the amount of floors in the Spire at some point. Actually, probably. Because the final floor in the Spire is the end of chapter 814. So whenever they add story, they could just add more floors. And use the new bosses and stuff that they have. Yeah, basically. Basically, you just keep going until you get stuck. Although, even when you get stuck, sometimes it's just about the floor RNG, or you just have to level up maybe one character a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I had seen someone doing the final floor, and I looked to see what the boss was. And I'm like, oh, they would do that, wouldn't they? Make the final spire for each of the elements be that annoying boss. They would do that. Yeah, Faust is really good. Yeah, that is a problem if you don't have converters. It does make it rough. It does make it pretty rough when you're missing converters. Because, like, that's the way to... I use multiple converters for exactly that reason. So I can consistently try to get more combos going. Especially, the floor just generates the way it wants to. Converters are the only way to really change it in some way to help you. obviously restarting. If it's really bad in the spires, you're better off just restarting. Sometimes it's better to just restart and get see what the new distribution will be when you go back in. Man, well, I guess you never know. You never know. They could definitely do limited units. That's when you're gonna be wishing, you know, you saved your currency and stuff. Like you were careful with your currency. If they put some kind of limited unit out. Because then you'll feel like you don't want to miss the unit. Actually, I don't know why I did that. For some reason, I thought it was closer. $80 pulls? Oh my god. That's insane. I'm in a good spot with my characters, so I'm gonna be, you know. Well. You're just waiting for someone that you really want? Did you re-roll to start your account? Or did you just go with whatever you got? Well, it's like, you know, when you're at the beginning of the game, it's kind of... Oh... Yeah, you know... You know, I never really suggest a person should pull for something, per se. I think you have to want the character. It's really hard saving up currency. And there's no guarantees. Like, you're not guaranteed the unit in this game, so... There is that. I want her to be 20. Do you not understand this? I have a need for the number to be rounded off. Do I want to upgrade some of these? Oh, that's because I was, that all came from the Spire. That's all from the Spire. Like, literally. It's basically all from the Spire. Actually. I don't want to waste that. That's gonna give me to 8, another 99. That'd be like 200. Eh. It's because I completed the spires. That's where all these came from. And then I didn't have any gold before. And then I'm gonna have to work on that. I don't want her to be ascended again, though. Mostly because I'm trying to do that quest without doing it. Which I should just do whatever at this point. I should just do whatever I want to do at this point. Not worry about it. Wait, where's the quest? Seriously. I should finish these, except I'm not doing the recruit. That's debating people into wasting stuff. Yeah, I'd rather buy from here. Actually. I'd rather buy from there. One dispatch. Gift. Oh, I can go in here and do both, actually. I don't really care right now. I just want to get satisfy the quest. That's why I usually save some materials just to satisfy quests and so forth. Yeah, I actually did a lot of the Spire yesterday. During stream, and then after, later on, I was doing some of the Spire. I wanted to try to knock out the 15... Get that 15 quest done. Which I did. And that quest is you have to complete 15. You can't just get to stage 15. You have to complete it. Let's go here. I mean, you get currency from just doing this stuff, which is amazing. That I don't want to, because I'm trying to upgrade the bridge. I have to upgrade 2 other things on a 4. Was this one yelling at me about something? I'm gonna have to farm that. Okay, I can actually. This is the one I wanted to do. One of the ones I wanted to do. I mean, today my goal was to finish triple, completing the 3-star stuff. So I can... Actually, I could just finish this other thing. Let me just finish this growth quest. I'm like right there. My rooms are a mess because I just started throwing the furniture in. I didn't try to put the furniture anywhere that made sense. I was just putting furniture down. Oh, these? Yeah. Let me just throw furniture down. I actually don't care. I will figure it out at another point when I actually want to just sit here and do nothing. Is it gonna yell at me? Will you allow me to put this stuff? Yeah. Drink machine. This thing is huge. Why the hell would I want this thing here? Alright, good enough. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oh crap, where is this thing? What did they say this was? A table? This doesn't even make sense in this room. You know what? I'm gonna put it here so it's in my face. Yeah, that's perfect. Beautiful. Exactly what I wanted. There, I finally finished it. Finally. I actually finished that. Now I feel a sense of accomplishment, but at the same time... Actually, there's this, right? Completed dispatch. I think I just have to wait for that, though. I have to wait for that to finish. I don't know how much time there is left. This is what I'm trying to... I really want to level this up all the way. Yeah, there's a lot. There's an hour one. This is the one that was a piece of furniture. They give enough furniture for 3-starring and then buying from the shop. Maybe I could do this a little bit. Or actually, it's almost 11. I'm going to try to do this today. This 8:14. Yeah, these two I can keep cruising through these just because they're level up the most. My fire and earth ones, I'm probably just going to focus on the water one mostly. So yeah. Actually, I think I'm going to end the stream here, actually. I've been streaming for 3 hours, so I have to make lunch. So I should really go so I can make lunch. So thank you guys so much for joining me and for chatting. I'm glad I fixed the chat so that you guys can see everyone chatting on my screen. Glad I was able to do that. So that my YouTube and Twitch people can be talking. Thank you so much for the follow. So, yeah, I'll be streaming again next week. Again, maybe Wednesday, by Wednesday. I'm trying to get some YouTube videos done. So I'm not streaming a couple of days just to get that stuff done and up. So yeah, you can follow me on YouTube as well. I post stuff there. That it's not necessarily from stream. Actually, most of my videos are not from stream. I do it off stream. So it'll be all new content that you see there. It's outside of the stream. So I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.